Howdy, this is Bubba back with another College Football 26 video. It's been a couple months since I made one of these. I'm going to do this one about the portal targets for the Flexbone fullback, or if you don't want a Flexbone fullback, these will also work for power backs as well. Everybody needs a power back on the roster for the goal line. So I got about 7-8 guys to go over. I was going to do a separate video talking about what I look for in the high score guys. I think I'm going to make a separate video out of that. But in short, what I look for is acceleration, break tackle, trucking, and then strength as well. I don't really care about speed, as long as, 80s. If you're in the 80s, that's fine. But yeah, again, that's where I look for. The first guy is a unicorn. Maybe my favorite player in the entire game. He is a real life player. Has been hurt in real life. That's Hunter Andrews. What makes Hunter Andrews so unique is he can literally play any position on the field except for quarterback and defensive tackle, including defense. You see, he's got impact development, and he cares about playing. He has impact development, and he cares about playing time. So he's so kind of a weird player. I'm just going to go look at it this way. You see, 86 speed, 91 acceleration, 85 agility. Now, when I moved him to tight end, he's listed as a tight end, but when I moved him to fullback after I got him for his last 2 years, and I think he shot up from somewhere in the 70s, like a 92 overall. So, and why he shoots up is because he has 83 carrying, 83 ball carrier vision, 80 break tackle, or 85 trucking. He's got some stiff arm, change of directions, okay. So he was a running back. He went from defense to running back to tight end. So that's why you see he's got the core abilities you look for. Again, 86 speed, 91 acceleration is perfect. His catching's a little bit low now. So if you keep him at tight end, you're going to be able to get that up to, I think I got him up to like 80s, high 80s. Again, he's going to be able to be a good special teams guy as well. Just for a bonus, you see there, he's got 80 tackling, hit power, stuff like that, which isn't really relevant. But the blocking as well, he's already got 63 run blocking. So if you do keep him at tight end, you can still play him at fullback. And you see he's already got the silver takeoff balanced and as well workhorse. But looking at his skill caps for now, if you move him in fullback, he's going to be utility. But you see all kind of upgrade abilities for blocking and route running, and quite a bit enhanced too. So you're going to be able to get that up pretty in the 80s. Like I said, I think I had him 88 or so. So yeah, Hunter Andrews, really fun player. He will come in as a 2-star when he enters. So if you're in online dynasty, you're going to be able to sneak him on in there probably, because nobody looks at 2 stars. The next player, I just signed this guy first game in online dynasty. I'm in with my brother. He had 2 touchdowns, and that is Khlaifa Keith. He comes in ranked about as a higher 3-star, 6'1", 235. Again, I forgot to say Hunter Andrews' size, but I think he's like 6'3", 238. You see right off the bat, you see he's got silver shifty, and then bronze head first, sidestep, downhill, silver on bar, impact development. You like what you see there. He cares about playing time as well in his impact development. So you're going to get him for 2 years. You see he's got pretty good upside for everything, really. Like I said, I always look the power. You see he's got 87 trucking. Break tackle is probably what I would work on. That's a little low for what I like, but as far as ideally, but you see easily can get that up there. If you're worried about his overall, that one is the one to go with. I like to wait for that for a senior year. As you see, he's really close to getting the, you're going to be able to get, might even be able to get platinum on the head first. You won't get shifty anymore, but the arm bar you probably can get there. So you, despite the abilities, you got some room to work for in there. And because he's curious about playing time, he's number 3 on the depth chart. He's probably going to enter as well. So the next guy is again, I don't go for the higher profile guys. Deshaunte Jones, I also just signed this guy as well. Bad news about him is he does have normal development, but he does have the downhill ability. He's a big guy, 245 pounds. He's a freshman, so if you catch him that first off season, you get him for 3 years. Again, you don't find too many 245 pound backs, and you see a bunch of upside there. Again, you see major upside in quickness, elusiveness, hands. Now, the route running isn't going to make his overall. It's kind of odd that's not going to help us overall. But the IQ is always good to have there going into senior year, get his overall up. But as you see, his break tackle is low. I don't like that. It's just 70. That's the bad part. But you see 83 speed, 86 acceleration, and you can be able to get that up pretty good as well. But it could take some time since he's normal development. Power is good, 82 trucking, 82 strength. From the abilities, the trucking probably is so you're all a little bit capped out for as the abilities there. But again, you're getting a 245 pound guy with strength and speed upside. So you know, he's going to be a fun player if you can. I would probably work on the elusiveness first. But you know, if you worry about speed, those are the two to do there. But you know, the next guy I just found, the good thing about him, he is a true freshman, so probably going to redshirt and enter the portal. He did enter the portal for me, but I couldn't get him. 6 foot, 223 pounds. You see he's got silver shifty, downhill and arm bar, and head first, normal development. And I like to have my acceleration higher than my speed. Elusive bruiser. You see major, pretty good upside. He's got 84 speed, 80 acceleration, 77 break tackle, 84 strength, 87 trucking. So you like I like that. You see he could get, you know, room to grow in quickness, elusiveness. The trucking is probably the best trucking in arm bar. Okay. Yeah, so I would probably work on the break tackle there under the elusiveness. That way you can. Yeah, so the hopefully when you upgrade the power once, that will get you to be able to go to silver there. That's because that's probably about. I don't see a whole lot of more abilities he's going to get. But again, I think as a true freshman, already a 79 overall. So, you know, by the time you get that elusiveness up and the IQ, you're looking at a guy that's going to be in the 90s probably within a couple of years. Another guy that I had this guy's actually doing really well in real life, so look for this guy to transfer to a bigger school this offseason. Caleb Hawkins, he's a little bit smaller. I think he's the smallest guy put on here. I had this guy for 3 years. He's first team. He's like mid-season all true freshman in real life. He's a north-south receiver, a little bit small, but he's basically a do-it-all type of guy. He's cares about pro potential and impact development. You see he's one of the faster guys I got on here. 87 speed, 89 acceleration, 87 agility, 83 break tackle. The power, 82 trucking. Strength is a little bit lower because he's not as strong as the others. Kind of goes along with the weight. But as you see here, because he's a north-south receiver, if you're worried about the overall, again, it's not really for a Flexbone fullback. If you're just looking for a more general do-it-all fullback, you know, that would work. But again, you know, he's got room to. He's already. I've got him high 80s in trucking and breaking tackle for me, and you're going to be able to get this trucking up really high as far as the head first, and that's one of the best abilities you can get. The downhill is easy to get. If you do want to use him as a pass catcher, you see he only needs 5 to start that, and you got all kinds of room to grow there. So you're going to be able to get a bunch of abilities. Despite the size, he's going to be a good Flexbone fullback, after, but he's going to need a little bit of development before he gets there. The next guy is on Arizona State. It's not Kanye Udo, even though he would be a heck of a choice. This guy's last name is Brown for Arizona State, but they weirdly have 3 running backs with the last name of Brown. But the one you're looking for is down here at the bottom, Jason Brown, redshirt freshman. Again, a little bit smaller, 205 pounds. You see he's already got the bronze and shifty, head first, sidestep, downhill, and arm bar. Again, I didn't say this, but I like the contact seekers, but they do not have any real-life contact seekers anymore. So, but looking at Jason Brown, he's got impact development, and he cares about brand exposure. So I'm not quite sure how often he hits the portal, to be honest with you. Looking at Brown, he's already got 88 speed and 92 acceleration, so that's good there. He does have a little bit limited upside compared to the others, but you get a guy that's already 78 overall. If you want a little bit more speed, that's one of the reasons why I put him in there. But, he does have 85 trucking and 82 break tackle, so I like for those to be 80 plus, and he does have those. If you want to use more of your tosses and that kind of things. Looking at the abilities there, I'm not seeing a whole lot of abilities you're going to be able to get with him there. But yeah, Jason Brown, I think if you want a little bit more of the speed option, I think he'll be a good one. But he does probably have the least amount of upside that I have here. The last guy I'll do, Julian McMahan. I think he's kind of glitched. He's listed as East-West playmaker. I haven't tried this out, but the first thing I would do is I would change him to like fullback and then back to halfback and see if you can get him into like a contact seeker or something like that, because I feel like he would be better served as that. Does have normal development. He is a true freshman, I believe. Yeah, true freshman. Conference prestige he cares about, which is weird since there's not really a conference. But he did enter the portal for this last time. Again, he's 230 pounds, and as the thing, he's got the speed, 89 speed, 91 acceleration. The break tackle's 78. The trucking 75. So I would, you can work on that. But he has upside in the route running and IQ, which doesn't really help us for the power Flexbone fullback type. But again, you get a 230-pound guy that's got some speed and got some room to grow with the power and that type of stuff. Again, I would try to get him off this East-West playmaker because he's not going to be able to do a whole lot there. But yeah, I think, and the good thing about him is if you catch him after that first year, you get 4 years to develop. He's already a 75 overall. So, yeah, and, it's rare to get a 230-pound true freshman halfback that's, already got 90-ish speed. But I just wish he was not listed as East-West playmaker. And one more quick option, a couple quick options here if you get stuck. This guy doesn't have much upside. Deshaun Ford, he's got, you see the 5 abilities there, a little bit slower. As you know, in the portal, sometimes you just gotta get you a good warm body to fill up a position if things go bad. So he's kind of one of those guys there. 84 speed, 85 acceleration. He's got pretty good upside there. 86 trucking, 76 strength, but he's kind of more of an emergency case. Like and subscribe.